Now let's have a look post-flop, if he should have any leads. Yeah, we see that here. This is again what I mean. It's just people fucking it up. Yeah, he can have some leads. You know, it's like, it's not a terrible board for him. So with his lead on this board, it's like, what are you really trying to accomplish? We still have these suited a6 that connect from time to time. We have overcards and a flush draw, overpair. Like, which hand folds against one? It's ace deuce off and ace three off without a diamond. Everything else connected. So your range is just not so good on this board against our range. He just sees, oh, it would be better on 4, 5, 6, you know, but like 10 high, our king 10, queen 10 improved, jack 10 connect. We have a middle pair with our king 8s, queen 8s, king 9 has a gotcha and overcard, it's not folding. So that's why it continues only mostly with this sizing. But when we look into the grid, we see, sorry, it solves for multiple sizings. But even if we have a small 1/3, doesn't like it. And now the problem is that how we're going to solve it. That's also a good lesson for you guys. Use logic. Use logic. And what do you think people are going to be doing most of the time? I mean, against the bigger sizing, we probably just, I mean, actually we call jack 10 off still. Let's play it through. Okay. Let's see. We call turn. I mean, that's the best turn for him, right? The 9 or the 7. The king high bluff's going to be his most natural bluffs. Right, if he has king 3 in clubs or whatever shit. Jack 3, jack deuce. We can just go to the river and just look for the jack 10. It's really hard to analyze the spot with GTO, but you see that happens a lot. You're going to be in trees, in situations where the solver is not giving you a solution. It's better to always practice your exploitative game so you can solve these spots better. To think about the game. Think about the hand that you have and what your opponent is likely doing. You're going to do a lot of mistakes, but you're going to do less mistakes than if you would try to desperately solve this with GTO. Not a surprise that Jack 10 is a bluff catcher. And here's the thing. I make my decision, and you have to be consistent. And sometimes your consistent thought process doesn't mean it's going to win you the hand. But I'm consistent with my experience. I know that people just, oh, it's my board, low card board, connected. He checks back. I'm going to be bluffing now. And people end up bluffing everything. But you cannot bluff everything. So that's why I decided, hey, whatever the runout is, if it's this, I know people over bluff, right? Just because it's a favorite board for him doesn't mean he can bluff everything. He should still give up hands. That's why I decided to make the call. This time I was wrong. I mean, it just shows him defending 9-6 off pre-flop. People are too loose, are overvaluing or underestimating ICM, overvaluing their chip advantage, not understanding the tightness of our preflop range and the strengths of our preflop range, and then also randomly step, randomly bluff, right? Because they don't look into these spots. Again, if I play against, I know this guy is a nit, I would fold, okay? I would fold. But sometimes now, especially the way the meta is evolving in 2025, people like to be way too aggressive and way too bluff heavy in these middling connected boards, especially when you have a weak range, you perceive don't connect with this board. Make sure to keep that in mind. And from 100 instances where we face a bluff catching situation, in a critical situation, usually 94 out of 100 times, just fold, you're going to be fine. But I still want to show you those situations. It's very profitable or decently profitable to make a hero call. I mean, to be honest here, I'm the shortest stack anyway. It's not like I will make it in the money very often, you know. And also what you need to accept is, yeah, I could have jammed pre-flop. I would have won the hand. Do I make more money long term? No, I won't. I could have jammed the flop, but he could have also blasted off the river with a random hand. And I made money with, you know, a top pair and doubled up. I had these situations a lot of the times. It's about the long term. Always keep that in mind.